Hi friends, welcome to my another video. Today in this video I will discuss about the light load distribution, power load distribution and the circuit formation for the light load and for the power load for 1 BHK flat. This is the part 3 video in the series of G+4 building designing as per DEWA regulation. In last video, part 2 video, I made power load distribution, light load distribution and the circuit formation for the light and power load with DB load schedule for the 2 BHK flats. And in that video, I discussed all the points related to DEWA. So that video was very long, around 1.5 hours. But as we know, in the 2 BHK flat, what are the DEWA requirement for the circuit formation for the light and power, and what is the regulation in order to prepare the load schedule. So in this video, we will just fastly make the circuit formation for the light and power load, and we will tabulate the load and we will prepare one load schedule as per DEWA requirement. But in this video, we will not discuss about the DEWA regulation again and again. If you want to be clear in the DEWA regulation related to light and power load, then first watch my part 2 video, which will help you, and then you come to this video to understand it very clearly. So now we will distribute the load. Let us overlook what are the things available in this flat. So here you can see that we have one master bedroom, one dressing room, one master bedroom toilet, we have one guest toilet, we have laundry, we have one living and dining area, we have one balcony, we have one kitchen, which is same as we discussed in the 2 BHK flat. The only difference is in the 2 BHK flat we have maid room here, okay, and we have one bedroom here, okay. Apart from that, in the 2 BHK flat and 1 BHK flat, there is nothing difference, okay. There is one room not available here, and there is no maid room available and the maid toilet. Apart from that, everything is same in this flat. Now let us do the power load distribution as per the requirement. So this is the master bedroom, so we need double socket here, we need one double socket here, and we need one double socket here for the TV panel. In the living and dining room, we need one double socket here for TV. We need one single socket here for the cleaning of dining room and living room. We need one single socket here for the charging purpose. Apart from that, we need in the kitchen one double socket here for the grinding application for the coffee maker for general purpose, and we need one single socket here for the fridge. Apart from that, you can see there is one oven and hob, so we need one oven flex outlet, we need one hob flex outlet, and we need its DP switch, okay. Here you can see we have one microwave, so we need one microwave flex outlet and its DP switch, okay. As I discussed in the previous video, for the 2 BHK flat, same load I will consider because the building is same, client is same. So this is the oven, so the load is 1200 watt. This is hob, so the load is 5000 watt. This is microwave, so the load is 500 watt, okay. And this is the general purpose socket, so the load on the general purpose double socket is 400 watt. This is single socket, so the load will be 200 watt. This is for double socket, so the load will be 400 watt, same way 200 watt. Here we have two sockets, so the load will be 400 watt and 400 watt. Now we distributed the general purpose socket inside the apartment and the kitchen appliances outlets as per equipment. Now we need to make the socket outlet distribution in the laundry area. Here you see there is one water heater, so we need one flex outlet for water heater. Here we will use isolator, okay, isolator for water heater. And as I discussed you in the 2 BHK flat, we have one circulation pump to circulate this hot water inside the all toilets. As per the client, here don't require water heater in every toilet. This I already discussed in my old video, okay. So we need one circulation pump, so I put one isolator for the circulation pump. Here there is a one washing machine, so we need one flex outlet for the washing machine and its DP switch. Apart from that, we have two FCUs. Here I will put one FCU in the toilet, so one spur outlet for the FCU, and one FCU is in the kitchen, so one spur outlet for the FCU2. This is now the complete power distribution for this 1 BHK flat. Now we will make the light load distribution in the same flat. Before distributing the lighting load, let us first complete the equipment rating for the laundry. Here, washing machine have a rating of 1200 watt as same as in the 2 BHK flat, and the water heater have the rating of 1500 watt. Okay, the circulation pump same as before in 2 BHK flat, it is 220 watt. Okay, the rating of the FCU is 350 watt as same as in the 2 BHK flat. Here also the rating of the FCU is 350 watt. Apart from that, we have one socket for the ONU telephone DB. We need one socket. So this is the complete power distribution. Now we can move to make the light load distribution. I distributed the light. In the master bedroom, we have one chandelier which having a rating of 300 watt. Okay. In the living area, we have two chandelier which having the rating of 300 watt. In the balcony, we have one light which is of 20 watt. In the kitchen, we have three lights which is of 15 watt each, and this dry area light have 18 watts. The wet area light rating is 22 watt. Okay, all in the wet area, like in powder bathroom, in the master bedroom bathroom, and in the laundry we have 22 watt light. In the dry area we have 18 watt light. You can see in the dressing room, in the passage, in the entrance, okay, we have 22 watt light. If you are wondering how I selected the light rating, then it will be by referring the material submittal, which I already discussed in the 2 BHK flat light load distribution. Apart from that, I took the same rating of the light which I took in the 2 BHK flat. For the dry area, it was 18 watt. For the wet area, it is 22 watt. For the balcony, 20 watt. For the chandelier, 300 watt. Only this light is different from the 2 bedroom flat. 2 bedroom flat kitchen is big, so we have all dry area light. Apart from that, there is strip lights in the kitchen which is 18 watt per meter, which is also same as the 2 BHK flat. In the dressing room also there is strip light which is of having the same rating in the master bedroom and in the powder room. These all having 18 watt light per meter. So this is the distribution of the light in 1 BHK flat. Moreover to that, I put the switches also for each flat. I am making this video fast and forward because already I discussed same concept for the 2 BHK flat in very deep. Okay, that video was around 2 hours. So no point to discuss again and again the same concept. So now this is the distribution of the light for the 1 BHK. Now what we will do, we will make the circuit formation first for the power layout, and then we will come back to light layout, this layout, and we will make the circuit formation. Always there is a trick, always try to make the circuit formation from the power layout only. Now let us move to the power layout. This is the power layout. Now we have to make the circuit formation for the power layout. As I told you in the beginning, in the 2 BHK flat video, there is one trick. Identify the biggest load in the flat and give one circuit to that load. Here in this 1 BHK flat, the hob is the largest load, which is of 5000 watt. In the 2 BHK flat, the hob rating was 6000 watt, but as it is a small family, so the hob rating is also less, that is 5000 watt. But even though in both the cases the hob rating is maximum here, so we will give one circuit to this hob. Let's say this circuit is Y circuit. Okay, I given Y1 to this circuit. As we uses the Y phase for the largest load, so time being we will not use Y phase for the other load to balance the overall load in the flat easily, as I told you in detail in the 2 BHK flat video. Now let us make the formation for the power layout, power load circuits. So let's start. Let's take the R circuit, loop it. Then here you can see there is total 6 outlets, 6 general purpose socket. So we need one ring circuit. Now let us move to the living area, living and dining area. Here you can see there is total 4 sockets, so it will be radial circuit. So I use R circuit here also. Now let us move to the kitchen. Kitchen we have 3 socket, 1 double socket and 1 single socket. So let us make the load circuit formation for the kitchen general purpose socket. As it is a 3 socket only, so it will be a radial circuit going to DB. Apart from that, you can see that there is one FCU here and one FCU here. So we will make one circuit for the FCU also, which will be also the R phase, and it will go to DB. Now we completed the general purpose socket outlet circuit formation and for the FCU. Now it's time to make the circuit formation for the kitchen and for the laundry load. As you know, we have given the load to the hob as Y1, Y circuit. So now to balance the load, we already use many circuit as a red circuit. So we will use for oven and for microwave blue circuit. So this is the DP switch for oven. This is the DP switch for microwave, and this is the DP switch for hob. So for microwave, we will use one B circuit, B1 circuit, and we will use for the oven B circuit, B2 circuit. Okay. After kitchen, let us move to the laundry area. The water heater, we will write here the circuit number B3. For the washing machine, we will write the circuit number B4. Okay. And after try and trial method, I found that if I will wrote here B5, then the load is getting imbalance. And after try and trial method, I came to the conclusion that it should be red circuit. So as I have given the circuit for the red is R1, R2 and R3. So this will be R4 and the ONU socket will be R5. You will make also mistake at the first stage of designing, and when you will tabulate this load in the load schedule, and if you will find that load is imbalanced, then you have to shift the load from one phase to another phase. Before also I write here B5, but when I tabulated the load, then I found that my DB is imbalanced. So I shifted my B phase load to R phase load to make the DB balance. This is try and trial method, and this you will get with the practice. Now we have completed the power circuit. Okay. If you remember, we left to write the circuit number for the hob. Okay. Now we came to the conclusion that till R5 we have power load. So it means Y5 and B5 also will be in the same section. So it will be controlled by 30 milliampere. In order to write the circuit number for the hob, which is controlled by 100 milliampere, we have to consider the new section that can start from R6, Y6 and B6. So here we given the circuit color, but we didn't write the circuit number. So this will be Y6 circuit. Okay. Hope you understood this one. And the FCU, which is also controlled by the 100 milliampere, we can make in the same section. So we can write here the FCU circuit will be R6. Here you can see I make the light circuit formation, which I will explain you to make this video of shorter length. As I told you in the power layout that we use the R circuit for the general purpose socket for the master bedroom, living room, for the toilets and for the FCUs. So we cannot mix two phases in a single room as per the DEWA regulation, but it is as far as possible. Where it is not possible, then you can use, but you have to care that two phases should not be within the 2 meter range. Okay, but as far as possible, use the same circuit to not mix two phases in a single room. So to comply that one, I given the R circuit, R phase to the light circuit. Here you can see that I have started the R circuit from the DB, and I have given to this kitchen light, to the kitchen strip light, and then to the counter kitchen light, then to the living and dining room chandelier light, then to the balcony. Okay, and the other circuit I started from the passage, and it is going to the laundry, then to the powder bathroom, then to the master bedroom bathroom, then to the dressing room, and then to the kitchen. So there is two light circuit and both are red circuit. For the switches also I make the circuit. This is the two-way switch, one gang. So we can operate this light from this switch as well as from this switch. Here you see I put two-way switches, two switches. One 2-gang switch is for this light and this strip light, and other 2-gang switch is for the bathroom, this light and strip light. Now let us move to the other. This 2-gang switch is for the living area, 2 chandelier light. This switch is for the balcony. Here I put 3-gang switch. Here one switch for this light, one switch for this 3 light, and other 1-gang switch for strip light. Here you see there is 2-gang switch. This is for 1 gang is to control this 2 light, and 1 gang will control the powder bathroom light. Here we have 2 switches, 2-gang switches. 1 gang will control the laundry and 1 gang will control the lobby. In my 2 BHK video, I very deeply explain this one. Even I mark the number AABB for the light and for the switch. If you already watched that video, then you will clearly understand this video. And if I will now let us move to make the circuit number identification for light circuit. So here the living and dining area circuit will be R7, as we have allotted R6 to the FCU, Y6 to the hob, and B6 will be spare. So the circuit can start from R7. So I have given R7 to the living and dining area circuit. I given R8 circuit for the master bedroom light circuit. But during try and trial method, I find my load is getting imbalanced. So I shifted my load from R to B7. Okay, this you will understand when you will do the practice more and more. Okay, so light circuit is also finished for the circuit marking. The living and dining area light circuit will be R7 and the master bedroom light circuit will be B7. This you have to do the practice to understand more clearly. Okay, I am highlighting this one because you will also make the mistake during designing, and after making the mistake, when you tabulate, you should know how to rectify it. Okay, now let us tabulate the load as per the circuit marking which we have given for the power layout and in the lighting layout. So first we will start the power layout. Here you see we have given R1 circuit for the master bedroom. So I wrote R1 circuit for the master bedroom, and the load I have write here 6 single socket. Here 2 plus 2 plus 2, total 6 single socket. Now let us move to the other circuit, R2 circuit. R2 circuit is in the living room which having the 4 sockets. So it is a R2 circuit. R2 circuit is in the living room and it has 4 sockets. Okay, now let us check the B1 circuit. B1 circuit is in the kitchen. So here you can see that B1 circuit is in kitchen, which is microwave oven. Okay, so here I wrote B1 circuit in kitchen and the load is oven. Here you can see that oven load. Now let us check the B2 circuit. B2 circuit also in the kitchen. Here you can see that B2 circuit is in the kitchen and it is feeding the microwave load. So here you can see that B2 circuit in the kitchen and it is feeding the microwave. Here you can see that one. Now let us move to the R3 circuit. R3 circuit is in the kitchen and it is feeding 3 single socket. So here we see that R3 circuit is in the kitchen and feeding 3 single socket. Now let us move to the R4 circuit. R4 circuit is in the laundry, B3 circuit. B3 circuit is in the laundry and it is feeding to water heater. Here if we will go to the B3 circuit, then it is in the laundry and it is feeding to the water heater. Now let us move to the R4 circuit. R4 circuit is in the laundry also and it is feeding to a water pump isolator. R4 circuit in the laundry and feeding the water pump isolator. Now let us move to the B4 circuit. B4 circuit is feeding the laundry area and the load on the B4 circuit is washing machine. Here you can see that washing machine. In the drawing, if you will refer, the B4 circuit is feeding to the laundry area and the load is washing machine. Now let us move to the R5 circuit. R5 circuit is in the corridor and it is feeding to single socket, which is this one, to the ONU. In the remark also I mentioned that it is for the ONU circuit. Now let us move to the R6 circuit. R6 circuit is the FCU load which is in the maid room toilet and in the kitchen. Here you can see that in the maid room toilet and in the kitchen. If you will refer the Excel sheet, you will find the same thing, that there is 2 FCU which is single phase AC 2 NOS, and the corresponding loads also here mentioned, that is 350 watt for one. So the total load will be 2 into 350, that is 700 watt. Now let us move to the other circuit, Y6 circuit. Y6 circuit is a hob, I told you before, and the load on the Y6 circuit is hob. You can see that hob, and the load on the Y6 circuit is 5000 watt. Now let us move to the other circuit, that is R6 circuit, R7 circuit. Here you can see that R7 circuit is for the living and dining area, kitchen. So I mentioned here R7 circuit is for living and dining area, kitchen, entrance and balcony. entrance and balcony. Here, it's very important to note that here you see I mentioned the light is 2, 3, 3, 20 meter, 2, 1. What does it mean? Here first I wrote living and dining. So, and then here I wrote 2. So in living and dining area, we have 2 light. We have to write in a sequentially manner, okay? Then I wrote kitchen. Kitchen, we have 3 light. And again I wrote 3. So it is indicating this 3 light. Now I wrote entrance. Entrance is this one and we have 2 lights. So I mentioned 2 lights. And in the kitchen we have one strip light also. So before entrance I wrote 20 meter because the strip light length is 20 meter. Now we have balcony. Balcony we have 1 light. So I mentioned 1. And its corresponding loads also I mentioned here. Here you see that 300 watt. 300 watt is for this 2 chandelier light. Then we have 18 watt. 18 watt is for this kitchen light. Then we have 15 watt for this kitchen light. Then we have 14 watt per meter. This is for the strip light, 14 watt per meter. Then we have 18 watt. This is for entrance to light. And then we have 1 light, which is balcony light. So you have to write in a sequence. If you will multiply first 2 with this 300, you will get the living area load. Then if you will multiply 3, which is indicating where? Kitchen area. So kitchen, this 3 light indicating which is of 18 watt. So here I mentioned 18 watt. So 3 into 18. So we have to write in a sequence manner. This I already described in 2-bedroom flat video in very detail. So watch that video. So you will have very clear idea for that. So in that way we have to calculate the light load. So the total load on the R phase due to R7 circuit is 1035 watt. Now let us move to the other circuit, that is Y7. Y7 is a spare. So we will move to the B7 circuit. Here, before I wrote for this circuit as R8. But when I was tabulating the loads, then I find that my dB is unbalanced. So I changed that R1 load to B7 load, which I already explained you before. So I wrote the B7 load is feeding the master bedroom, dressing area, master bedroom toilet, L&D means laundry, corridor, powder bathroom, okay? And I wrote its number of lights also. Like first is master bedroom. Master bedroom has 1 light, so I wrote 1. Then I mentioned dressing. Dressing we have 2 type of light. So I wrote 1, which is indicating this light, and 10 meter, which is indicating this strip light. Then I wrote master bedroom toilet. Master bedroom toilet also we have 2 type of light. 2 piece this light and 1 strip light. So I mentioned here 2 lights and 10 meter light. Okay. Then I mentioned laundry. Laundry we have 1 light. So I mentioned here 1. Then I mentioned corridor. Corridor we have 1 light. So I mentioned 1. Then we have powder bathroom. Powder bathroom we have 2 type of light. 1 light this type and 1 light is a strip light. So I mentioned 1 and 5 meter. And corresponding loads also I mentioned in a sequence. Like here 1 is indicating the chandelier light. So the load on the chandelier light is 300 watt. So I mentioned 300 watt. Then 1 is indicating the dressing room light, which is of 18 watts. So 22 watts. So I mentioned 22 watt. In same way, you have to follow the number of light sequence and the load on the particular light sequence. And if you will calculate this one, you will get the value of 774 watt. This concept I explained in very deep in the 2 BHK flat. You can watch that video for more clarity. Now we completed the tabulation of the circuit number and its corresponding area for that circuit, and the type of load and the number of loads also. And I wrote the unit load, and with the formulation, like here we have 6 13 ampere socket, and each 13 ampere socket has 200 watt. So the total load on R1 circuit will be 200 into 6, that is 1200 watt. Accordingly, I wrote the load on each phase. Okay. For example, I will give you one more example here. For the B1 circuit, B1 circuit is feeding to the kitchen area, and the load is oven, which is 1 number. Here you can see load is 1 number, and the oven load is 1000 watt. So the total load on the B1 circuit is 1 into 1000 is equal to 1000 watt. Accordingly, I wrote the unit load, and I mentioned the load per phase. After tabulating all the loads from the layout to the load schedule, we find that our load is balanced. On the R phase, it is 4,955. On Y phase, it's 5,000. And on B phase, 4,974. So it's perfectly balanced dB. So the total connected load is sum of these three loads. So, and I divided by 1,000. So it came directly into the kilowatt. Now we got the load per phase and the total connected load for that flat. Now, in the last 2 BHK video, I already explained you how to select the MCB rating and the ELCB rating and the isolator rating. Just for a brief, I will tell you, any load in a single phase, any load which is less than 3000 watt, we have to use 20 ampere MCB, and any load between 3000 to 5000, we have to use 32 ampere or 40 ampere MCB. For the ELCB, we have to make the double of the minimum rating MCB for that section, and that would be the ELCB rating. For example, this section 1 feeding having R1, Y1, B1, R2, Y2, B2 circuit. In that we have 32 ampere breaker, 20 ampere breaker and 32 ampere breaker. So which one is the lowest? 20 ampere. So double of 20 is 40 ampere. In same way, you have to write the ELCB rating. The sensitivity rating you know already, depending on the load. So if the load is power load, then the sensitivity rating will be 30. When the load is lighting, then the sensitivity rating will be 100 milliampere. Now you got this point. And I told you in the DEWA regulation, if some load is a ring circuit, for example, this one here, there is a 13 ampere socket. After 5, we have to make the ring circuit. So it is a ring circuit. So the MCB rating will be 32 ampere. And here I will show you one more thing, that for the light circuit, we use 16 ampere breaker, which is fixed by the DEWA, and the wire size will be 2.5 square mm. Okay. In the kitchen, we have one load, which is hob, and the load, the total load on the hob is 5000 watt. So the ampere rating will be exceeding 3000 and 3000 to 5000. It is at the edge. So I wrote 40 ampere MCB. Now you got the clear idea how to select the MCB rating. Wire size for the power circuit is 4 square mm minimum when the load is less than 3000 watt. And when the load is between 3000 to 5000 watt, then the wire size will be 6 square mm, and it will exceed depending on the load rating. But the light circuit, the load will be the wire size will be always 2.5 square mm, and the load should not exceed on any light circuit more than 2000 watt, which already I discussed in very deep in 2 BHK flat. Now, as I calculated the total connected load as 14.929 kilowatt, so what would be the isolator rating? We have to find the current on the dB. So with this formula, I find the current on the dB is 25 ampere. Okay. For this, I took the safety factor as 1.25, so it came as 32.066 ampere. So I can choose 32 ampere isolator, or as it is slightly increasing 32 ampere, then we can go for 40 ampere isolator also, as the rating exceeding in isolator is not a problem. We have to choose the correct breaker size, but we can choose one higher size or two higher size isolator, because isolator is not giving overload protection or the short circuit protection. So any rating more than the calculated rating is fine for the isolator. So for safe side, I put 40 ampere triple pole isolator. Now, by referring the DEWA regulation, I found that the 10 square mm cable will be enough for this load. Okay, this I already shown you in the 2 BHK flat. In the series of G+4 designing video, we have completed the load schedule formation for the 2 BHK flat and the load schedule formation for the 1 BHK flat. And we came to the conclusion that for the 1 BHK flat, the load on the dB is 14.9 kilowatt and the wire size is 10 square mm XLP cable, and it is typical for all other 1 BHK flats. Architecturally, these flats are not typical, but electrically these flats are typical. Only the location of the load will be bit changes in this 1 BHK flat, but electrically the number of load, the rating of load, the total connected load, the wire size, all is same in all 1 BHK flat. In the part 2 video, we have discussed about the 2 BHK flat, and we came to the conclusion that the load on the 2 BHK flat dB is 18.75 kilowatt and the wire size is 10 square mm XLP cable. In part 4 video, I will distribute the light and power load in the common area, like in this case corridor, and I will make the formation of light circuit formation, power circuit formation, and the common area dB load schedule. Okay, then we will, in part 4 video, we will make the SMDB designing for this particular floor, because we have completed, in that stage we will complete the flat dBs designing and the common area load designing. So then we can go for the SMDB designing, and it will be typical for the second floor, third floor and fourth floor. I hope you find my video informative. If you really appreciate my effort, then please do subscribe my video. 90% of my viewer watching my video without subscribing my channel. So it is my humble request to all of you guys, whoever watching my video, please subscribe to my channel, because it is motivating me to make such informative video. It is taking too much effort to make such video. Okay, so we will meet in any other video, like in part 4 video, and we will try to make the common area designing. So till then, take care, keep learning, and bye bye. Thank you so much.